big shout for that one. The umpire raised his finger and he's out.
Not out, but it is out. The umpire only gets one look at it, so you can sort of get the feeling of how hard it is for him. Back. Oh, I can see a mountain of runs.
Hold him.
Excellent bowling. It's straight and it's full, and in the end, you miss, buddy, and I'll hit.
That's good judgment. No need to play at that. That's been given as a wide. Stopped in the covers. That's edged and out. That flew off the edge, but he managed to get a hand to it and it stuck.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch.
Bond gets his second wicket.
That is a great exhibition of fast bowling, as good as you'll see.
He's got it into the gap. That's found the gap in the field. The sweeper picks up. The batsman will have to be more careful now, having got away with that.
They'll be looking to take full advantage of these fielding restrictions, so expect a wham, bam and thank you man sort of afternoon. Watch the field spread as the fielding restrictions are concluded.
Gone hold.
Well, he just got everything wrong. He played all around a pretty straight ball.
Okay. The fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. That must have hurt. He looks to be in a little bit of trouble out there. Edged and safe. Batsman might get runs here. Expertly held.
Would you believe it? He's picked the fielder out perfectly.
Vettori is going to try over the wicket. That gets away. That really is a suicidal run out.
Well, it's a terrible run, and the picture shows it. He was miles out.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Edged and safe. That was good running between the wickets.
That's good running, and it puts such pressure on the fielders.
Edged but safe. Terrible fielding. These will be overthrows.
Overthrows, and it's gifting runs to the opposition.
I think he was easily back in the crease there. That was a no ball by Franks. Edged and safe. Batsman might get runs here. There's the umpire signal. No ball. There should be some runs here. Good stroke for 4.
Cracking stroke. The secret was that he got his feet into position early and had plenty of time to play it.
Played into the gap. There's just one there.
Oh, the bowler's made a terrible mess of the stumps.
This was how... Edged and safe. Just one run. Hit straight to a fielder. Just one run. Styrus has got him.
I don't know whether he just lost the line of the ball or something, but I mean, it's gone through bat and pad and done it easily.
Foolish running. That's simply throwing wickets away.
So much for the opening batsman to do as they make their way to the middle. It's a formidable new ball attack against them. Up in the commentary box is Richie Van.
Out, caught.
Loose, too loose a stroke for a good player. Oh, he'll kick himself. Facing now is Stephen Fleming.
Oh, that one pinged right off the helmet. That's out. Caught.
They were looking for that early wicket and they're not disappointed. It's been a great spell of bowling. He's troubled everybody and deserved those wickets.
Fulton is the next batsman in. Hit straight to a fielder. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. Marshall waiting at the striker's end. Steered expertly into the gap. It never looked like being a run there.
But he was yards out, not even in the frame. That is bad judgment. Hamish Marshall takes guard.
He looked as if he was home to me.
That was a good, tight, sensible over, given the state of the game. Well, we'll see some fielding changes now that those restrictions are lifted. Remember that a minimum of 4 players have to remain inside the ring.
There'll be runs here. Just one run. That's a big appeal. The umpire turned that one down, but it did look very close.
This is Nathan Askell.
foolish running. That's simply throwing wickets away.
Well, that's just throwing wickets away. You cannot afford to throw wickets away. He was nowhere near making his ground. Here's Scott Styris.
Stopped in the covers. Astol facing. Astol facing. It's straight to a fielder. He's worked that into the gap. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That really is a suicidal run out.
There was never a run there, never. You sensed it from the off. I can't even believe they tried it.
This was how the wicket...
Here's Brendan McCullum.
Clean bowl.
Well, a player of this class playing completely down the wrong line. It's made a terrible mess of the stumps too.
Vettori waiting at the striker's end. That must have hurt. He looks to be in a little bit of trouble out there. It's straight to a fielder. It never looked like being a run there.
Well, it's a terrible run. And the picture shows it. He was miles out.
That's the end of the over. That's edged and out. That flew off the edge, but he managed to get a hand to it, and it stuck. Bond is the new batsman. Bond waiting at the striker's end. Edged and safe. Big shout for that one. The umpire raised his finger and he's out.
Not out, but it is out. The umpire only gets one look at it, so you can sort of get the feeling of how hard it is for him.
The next man in is Martin. Got him, yes, he's out. Straight in, no problem with that. We wouldn't expect to miss those.
Lazy, that's the truth, and he'll regret it when he sees the replay. And they've wrapped up this limited over.